What would this Labor Day be without firing up the barbecue? Mark Wright's up on the rooftop with Chef John Howley to tell us what's cooking up there. Hey, guys.
Oh, it smells so good up here, Joyce, and this is my old friend John Howley. John, it's good to see you.
Mark, good to see you.
Yeah, so you own several restaurants, and I always get the names wrong, so tell me the restaurants that you own.
Well, of course, my namesake, John Howley Steak, right in Winter Bellevue, and then Z-Star Restaurant in Raw Bar, just a short jaunt from here, and also in Bellevue. Adriatic Grill in Tacoma, down by Tacoma Mall, and then, of course, Sport by Fisher Plaza.
Yeah. So Joyce said that you invented the plank, and because we're going to be cooking with plank today, you didn't invent the plank.
No. Northwest Native Americans really invented plank cooking. That's what they do out of Silicon Village.
Yeah.
But what we did is we brought it into the restaurant and kind of into your home too. Well, that's what we do here.
Well, let's take a look. So this is just an old school charcoal grill, right?
Charcoal grill. Yeah. And you can use a gas or a charcoal grill. And this plank is going to sit on here and just start to catch fire on the bottom, so you get some lovely smoke, and the oils of the cedar goes up into the fish. And this is some really lovely king salmon from the Columbia River right now.
So tell me a little bit more about the king salmon, because I was reading back accounts when I was just down in that area over the summer that Lewis and Clark, they probably dined on this line of fish
they
back in the day.
Probably didn't have the rub.
Yeah.
But it was probably cooked on a plank.
So is this just a regular wooden plank you could get at a hardware store?
Well, you want to make sure you're not going to use a treated wood, because that could be very dangerous. But untreated, these planks we also have at my website, plankcooking.com, and then you can get them in other food stores and stuff as well. These ones you soak, and then you put them on the barbecue, and you can see it's just starting to catch a little fire around the edge and get that fun cedar smell going.
And how do you keep it from just bursting into flames like my barbecue?
A nice ball of water.
Okay. So you just do that
just around the edge.
Okay.
If you need to. And we're not even really needing to do that yet here, but you can see there's a little fire coming out.
So you put some rub on this salmon. What's in the rub?
Well, this one is my special rub here, and it's got tarragon and basil, a little bit of dried lemon juice, garlic, touch of brown sugar, and salt.
Okay, so how do you know? I always have a hard time, John. I always overcook fish. How do I know when it's done?
Well, one of the good things about cooking on a plank is that it doesn't superheat, so you got more room for overcooking. But you can use a thermometer and test it. About 120 degrees is what you want on your salmon. It's going to be really moist inside and very nice.
Okay, what about the corn? What's the proper way to cook corn on a barbecue?
Well, what I've done is, as you can see here, it's got half of the husk still on it, so I leave part of it on there. So it kind of protects the corn a little bit, so you get this really nice caramelized corn on one side, and the other side's protected. Just cook it on there for about 15-20 minutes around the edges, and it turns out beautiful. Nice smoke flavor.
That's great. We've talked about, smoking, you think of hickory and some of those things, but cedar has a really nice, pleasant odor.
It does. It's got a really, really nice smell that comes from the oils that are in the cedar, as well as just the barbecue grill. Now this, I recommend the planks for gas grills, because you don't get that wood flavor. Now we're using a charcoal grill, which you would normally get a good wood flavor from already.
Okay.
For gas grills, the planks are awesome.
Well, we're going to check back in just a little bit with you. It just smells fantastic, and I'm glad that you wore your casual outfit today.
Honey Mom stuff.
Okay,
There you go.
We'll be back in a bit.